Hi, everybody. This is Jeffrey. This is Red Color, and this is the little message, the intuitive message. So I might use the cards. I went out last night, and it's the rainy season. So, I take my cards with me sometimes when I go to these meetups, and I put it in plastic because I just put it in my pocket just in case. All right. So I was watching something on Instagram today, and I thought it was really helpful. Um, So you have a situation, challenge, an obstacle, an opportunity, and it's like, you could sit around and like, oh my God, this is a problem, and that's easy to do, and I get it, believe me. I mean, because I was sort of there, and you're sitting around like, oh, well, what am I going to do? What do I know? So see the problem is solved. Imagine it is solved, in a week from now or a day from now, wherever it is just generally solved, taken care of. And you put yourself there, and it gives you these ideas and this impetus to like, well, how am I going to get there? Right. As opposed to, oh, I'm so worried. This is so awful. And then you call your friend and you go, oh, this is really awful. And then you add to that, right? You just make it worse. It's like, let's say you have a cut or something and, it hurts. And then you call your friend, oh my God, I'm in so much pain. And your friend's like, oh my God, I'm in pain too. How much pain are you in? Oh, the amount of pain. And you make the pain worse, as opposed to, you have the cut or whatever, and you're like, oh, it'll heal completely. And and then you say to yourself, well, maybe I'll put some salve on it, or maybe I'll drink extra water or whatever, or I'll take it easy. And then you're in this mode of I'm going to take action toward the problem or the situation or the obstacle or the opportunity being, you know, fine, being good, being healed, being. So that is my little take for the day. What the hell? I'll throw some cards. I'm going to another one tonight, and I'm going to somebody's house for lunch. I'm really excited because it's mole, mole negro de Oaxaca, which is the best one. All right. Yeah. Yeah. It's like, well, I don't really know. I'm just going to throw this one card. So, first of all, it's choice, which at the end of the day, everything's a choice, right? Everything's a choice. I can look at it from this angle, from that angle, right? And so the energy here, first of all, is like sometimes this could be a trip, right? This could be a trip, but it's like Rocky. It was like Rocky. He was on rocky seas, rough water, right? Look, see the little ship? It's going through all the waves. But I always understand this card is like he always manages. This dude always manages. Somehow he knows how to rebalance it, and he never drops the pentacles. It'd be interesting if the cards actually moved when you look at them, right? But he never drops the pentacles. And it's this eternity thing, right? Which shows up a few other times. There's two other cards it shows up, but it's above their heads. But it's like, I'll manage. I'll manage. I'll take from here and I'll go to there. I'll realign myself. I'm going to realign myself to balance things out, and it's choice. And it's also this energy of eternity, and the energy of eternity, it's that eight like this, but it's this energy of like, this is part of the cycle. And now, we ebb down and then we come back up and then we ebb down. Like that's really, in a certain way, it's really how you read the tarot, because it's not linear. It's not linear. It's like sometimes the early card comes up, sometimes the late card comes up, and they can come up in the same reading. It's like, it's not linear. So it's okay for it to not be linear. Oh, well, I have it all figured out. It's like, okay. You have it figured out. Maybe you have some actions to take or some attitudes to, like wear. And, you try it and then you're like, no, it's kind of like you go to a party and, you're getting dressed and then you look in the mirror and you're like, I could do better. Right. I was planning on wearing this and this. Right. And now I realize it doesn't match the rest of it, or I realize it's, like too warm or too cool, for the weather today, or it's going to rain and I need something maybe that's more waterproof. And it's like, okay, well, I'm going to figure my way out through it. That's the energy. And, but if you see it already solved, already taken care of, already um, at peace, it'll give you the impetus and the ideas to, it's like, well, how am I going to get there? Right? How am I going to get there? As opposed to sitting in this like, oh, woe is me. Nothing's ever going to happen, going back to bed or, you know, calling. I sometimes I think what makes it worse is when you call a friend or whatever and you go, oh, like, oh, it just exaggerates it. You know, you want it to change, see it changed. That's my little message for the day. I have no idea what it is. All right. Talk to you soon. Bye.